Hello, this is Watchful, and today we've got Clan of the Yeetus, which I'm really shocked to see come back around so soon. But here it is. It's just funny enough because last video I was talking about it, and I was coming on today to do 3 games where I do a solos, duos, and squads, see how it goes. But I think that'll be next videos because while we got it, we may as well try this out. And we'll see if there's any new maps. So this is the game mode where like everyone can win it. Like everyone can work together, and hopefully we get wall guys to kind of show some of that off. Clan of the Yeetus is this the one? Actually, you do have to speedrun some of these maps. But yeah, this is a case. So this is the reason why it's only worth 10 crown shards, which isn't a lot for about 3 maps worth. But we'll give it a go. I'd say I can fairly consistently win Clan of the Yeetus. We'll see if there's any new maps. I think the hardest map is probably the wall guys one. Like I said, you get to work together on that map. But with that said, you normally don't want to be bringing the blocks closer. You normally just want to keep taking the Yeetus every time. So yeah, only 30 players. Like I said, you're still out for yourself. You're still working for yourself, but it's, you know, it doesn't matter if other people win or fail. You're only out for yourself. But like other people qualifying or getting eliminated won't affect you. So the further you go through these maps as well, the shorter the time gets. So Yeet Parade at the start, or like your first round, is going to have more time than if it popped up as the 3rd round, which should be the final round. So when you can, you just want to take them. Although I think that probably costs me a little bit of time. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So that Yeet's going backwards. Going to lose a bit of time here, but we've got a minute left. That is I was going to say, it's definitely a risky scenario. Oh, I didn't even realise there were one there. So, I'm trying to keep track of where they are. Nice. So, the finish line seemed to be pulled a bit forward there. But yeah, so there's room for error. And like I said, I think we either started with 6 less people than obviously 30. This is good. This is good. Doing these emotes. Gotta show them off. It's a very interesting costume. Like got a burger backpack, a katana on the side, and then just the sonic rings. And that's the fall of shame. The fall of shame is when no one's getting knocked off, and then at the very end, one of you just falls off. I'll take a look. It's a Lord of the Rings one. Ooh. So when you put hot water in, it actually shows the writing on the ring. I think it's pretty cool. So door Yeet. So this way you can fly yourself over the doors instead of having to check them. But you still want to check some, because you'll land by a door and you might as well check the door instead of running backwards. So 2nd round. Here we go. So the timers should be getting shorter. We've got 1 person left. Like left the game. There we go. Make it over that 2nd one. Very nice. So here instead of going backwards, going to get lucky, thankfully. Don't need to check them. See, some of them are hitting backwards, so we don't want to try them. Okay, we know that one's there, but this will send me faster anyway. On the left. It's very nice. That might, actually, if I go into that one, it might hit me back up to the top, which can happen. Very nicely done. Let's see how everyone else does. Be nice to see everyone qualify. Oh, oh, denied. Might have been alright if that was open. Again, I think this mode is very casual friendly. It's good, I'd say, a very good mode for people new to the game. You know, you're not directly competing with people. If you lose, it doesn't matter, that I would say, as much as if you were in a solo game. Okay, so we got probably the hardest finale, which is Wall Yeet on the final round, which means there is not a lot of time where you don't want to be pulling the blocks. You'll see these barriers on the bottom as well. That's to stop the blocks from hitting the hammers. Which I imagine is very glitchy physics. So we can look at the end. We know there's no blocks that are close to the wall, so we have to take a yeet at the end. Oh, that was really good for me. We want to go on this one. So yeah. So we have to take... I mean, just to test it. Oh no. We have to go for that side one there. There we go. So yeah, there's only 10 seconds left to spare then. It was weird, even though I knew like I couldn't make the end one, I still gave it a shot. I guess to see if I could prove myself wrong with that, but... See, probably not a lot of people qualified that. It's very, you do not have a lot of time. You really do not have a lot. And you got to be careful as well, because as you saw with the hammer, when I took one of them, it just hit me straight into one of the blocks. 10,000 XP, got our 10 crown shards. Press OK. Some more show books soon. I mean, that's another topic in itself, is the show books to the game. I do think they've priced it too high, everything in the shop. All these like full outfit costumes, the ones that look the best, are all pretty much behind a paywall. I say the battle pass is completely fine in how it's priced. I think it's between £7 and £8. You get a lot of costumes in that battle pass, but I think some of this other stuff, it's about £6 to £8. Actually, no, it might even be higher than that. But it varies just for like one costume. Sometimes they give you colour variants to it. And it's like, I don't know. I think they have, with Fortnite and everything, I think they know their pricing. They probably know what's the most profitable for them. Which, with it being free to play, I understand that they need to obviously monetize something, and cosmetics is the way to do that. I do think, because for me, I think they would get more money out of me if things were cheaper, like things were a bit more collectible. But because with things being quite expensive, it makes me think I should probably just stick to one costume, which is why you mainly see me with this costume. So I get a costume in like kind of what I would say represents, but whatever you find fun to wear. Oh, that was quite nice. Like for me, this is one of my rarest skins in the game costume. Which I got for pre-ordering the game back in 2020. And so far, I don't think they got any plans to re-release it. I also had a rare skin as well, where it was for playing the beta back in 2020 before the game came out. But so it was the beta skin, but they re-released it because they've had more betas now with the game going free to play. I don't think they did any more betas. They might have done. Well, not like kind of like open ones anyway. Before the free to play update. But yeah, it's a shame because that was like, again, like an ultra rare skin I had. But now it isn't as rare. It's still rare because it is hard to get into a beta. But they could have just done like a different colour variation to it. Kind of thing. Like, because it's orange and they just re-released the orange skin. They could have just re-released it as a blue skin. Or green skin, red skin, anything. Okay, this is a new one, Yeetus. I'll try and remember the tactic to this, but it's to go to one of the side hammers and it pretty much gets you a gold every time. You don't take the middle ones, you take the side ones. There we go. So don't take these middle ones. Not that very side one either. So I think we see like a few people going for that. Oh wow. Didn't even get the silver. Okay, so we only need. There we go. See, that was quite nice. Got to curve myself into that. So you can qualify this map by just running at the ramp, and I think you can keep getting a silver every time, so I'll just show this off. So you just literally run and jump. I'm pretty sure you can just qualify by just doing that all the time. But I think it's good to practice this. I feel like every time I go to that one, there's someone standing there. We're going to go to this right one. Hopefully no one's here. So, oh, not quite lucky. So we only need 1 gold. 1 gold in 1 minute. We're just waiting for each other. Wow, that was unreal actually, that. So we caught that. I hit someone mid-air and it sent me to the gold hoop. I wouldn't have got that gold hoop otherwise. But yeah, if you want to qualify this map, well, that was good. Like 100% of the time, just keep running down the middle and just keep getting the silver every time. I'm pretty sure it works on the last round where you get like the less or least amount of time. So there we go. Get the bronze. Ooh. You're not going to be able to do that. just rolling all the way down. That's unfortunate. Twitch user down there, MTW Lanster, the YouTuber. Oh, so as well with Brandon, who followed on the last video, he was actually in my game that I was playing. Which is actually very surprising that he followed because I wasn't live. So normally I'd say if people search a Twitch name and you're not live, they, you know, they don't bother with it. You know, so to get a follow off Brandon was pretty amazing. So thank you, Brandon. I do tend to search other streamers I'm I'm not going to do it for this video. Hold on. All right. You know what? I think it's okay for this first one just to get over this. It's a bit more the boring route. I've only got 25 seconds left. I'm being hit back and forth. So again, we don't have anything here. We want to go for a lower wall, which this one should be fine. 15, I'm panicking. 10 seconds left. 1, 2, 1, 2. That'll do. That was close. That was closer than the last one. It's really tough. It is really tough. Okay, we're going to go for one more. Hopefully end on another win. I think... Have we done every map? Not too sure, actually. Yeah, another crown. So one more. I feel like we've at least done 4 maps. We've done what we've done. We've done Hit Parade, Wall Yeet, the Ski Fall one, DoorDash. I feel like there is one more we might not have done. Or we have done, but I just don't remember. I feel like there's 5 maps in total. And also an interesting thing for the game is how long do we think the game will survive for? I think it's definitely got a very long lifespan ahead of it. Again, I think a lot will depend on that level editor. I think the level editor, again, is going to be one of the crucial components to longevity. Because it just gives the tool, like I said, it gives the tools to the players just to make millions of maps of the game. I think kind of like how Skyrim is still played today, I think just because of the modding community. Even a game like Warcraft 3 still gets quite a bit of popularity to it. And that was a game that came back, that was released back in 2003. Nice. Oh no. Okay, we're still got the silver. And to me, I think with streaming popularity, that is a game that beats some other recently released AAA titles in terms of popularity and streamed on Twitch. Yes, very nice gold there. But I gotta say, I'm really impressed with some of the ideas that the team at Mediatonic and Epic have come up with for the game. There's a lot of maps in the games where I think to myself, like, just by the sounds of it, I don't think I would enjoy it, but it turns out to be really fun. One of them, the new season, is obviously that Tiptoe finale, which I've talked about before. And it turned out to be a super fun map. I think the roll-off maps for the for a finale doesn't sound like a fun map, but it's actually one of my favourites. Jump Showdown does sound like a fun map, but it's very simple design. But it's really fun to play. I see there's some maps out there that I really don't like, one of them is tail tag. Like, I can't stand tail tag. There's a bit of fun to the parkouring of it, but there isn't that much parkouring to the map. It's very little. I haven't played it since the new season because there is hexatiles on the map now, and I don't know how that spices things up. But the way I see it at the moment with tail tag, not team tail tag I actually quite like, but just solo tail tag. I think the way I see it is that when you don't have a tail, it's stressful to kind of get one off someone. And then when you do have the tail, it's stressful having it because there's so many people after you. And you could have the tail for a whole minute and a half. But at the very last second, someone can take it off you and you get eliminated. It's the last final again. Let's go fast. Gotta go fast. Oh god, don't want to waste any more time there. Oh my god, did that guy just jump on me then? That might be possible. We might be able to get a cheeky win here. 40 seconds left. There we go. Very nice. So yeah, it's stressful not having the tail, and it's stressful having the tail. And then when I qualify that map, it's always just more of like a thank God this mode is over, and like it never feels really that good qualifying it. And as people have suggested on the community, that it should be probably changed to a point-based system. The longer you hold the tail, the more points you get. So when you do have a tail, it feels good to hold one, because the longer you hold it, the more points you get. Is that not the last round? Well, we've got one more. For some reason, I thought that was the finale. Oh, so this one goes... I'd say this one's pretty difficult. This one goes fast, compared to it being a first round one, compared to a third round. But also with tail tag, half the players get eliminated in that game as well. So even just changing it to like 75% of the people start with tails would make that mode just that a bit more tolerable. It might even make it fun. It'd probably get rid of a lot of the stress to that mode. But yeah. Be interesting to see what it's like with the hexatiles. Ooh, that was a risk. Okay, and that's a risk I'm not taking there. 15 seconds. So you can compare that to like first round. That's it, knock me in. GG's. You just give up there. Unlucky. Well, there you go. There's Clan of the Yeetus. There's its kind of mode where you don't play against each other. You're still playing for yourself, but you're not competing with anyone else. So you can work together. I know I talked about moving the blocks on that map, but it doesn't really happen. Maybe on the first round it might do a bit more. But again, you kind of want to ignore the blocks probably about 70% of the time and just take the Yeetuses. But yeah, again, I hope you enjoyed it. I think my next video, it might be some gameplay footage because I'll be streaming again. Well, it's always gameplay footage, but I'm going to be streaming again tomorrow. So I might have some footage where I'm playing with the viewers, playing with people that join in the stream. So I might get them highlights of my games. But for when I come to one of these kind of videos, I think my next kind of one's going to be a solo show, then a duo show, then a squad show. That'd be quite a fun video to do. All right, well, take care for now. Enjoy the rest of your week. And I'll see you next time. So I'll see you for now. Bye-bye.